Hello everybody and welcome to the WCS America Weekly Recap. My name is Andre Greator Pengshua.
And I'm Millennium's Ghost User.
And we are here to bring you everything that happened in the last week. 3 groups have been played in the round of 32. Let's get into it right now, starting out with Group G. Group G featured Hero, Heart, Jim, and Neeb, a really stacked competition. First I want to talk about Heart and then we'll talk about Jim. What was it that made Heart have the X factor going into this?
Well, Heart's always been a pretty good player. Coming into this group, it kind of helps him that he only had to practice TVP. So I don't think he was worried about the TVT match. And I think that's what really helped him get through the group.
And then Jim, on the other hand, just had a very lackluster performance. We saw the aggression from him, but then we saw the aggression get shut down every single time.
I think Jim needs to learn how to vary his style a lot more.
Moving on over to Group A, we had Hyun, Polt, Sage, and Revival. And for the beginning of this, we thought we only had Hyun, Sage, and Revival because there's a big issue.
Yeah, Polt, his internet wasn't working, so we actually had to DQ him.
Yeah, against Hyun, who went on to take the whole dang group. He played pretty incredible, I thought, just the solid Hyun that we're used to seeing. So we had very powerful players like Sage and Revival play through this group. They didn't make it overall. What went wrong for them? Was it just an off day, or is it just the caliber of play?
I think part of it's the caliber of play. This is kind of the group of death in the round of 32. So 2 good players are going to fall to this group. What kind of stopped Revival is he got kind of unlucky to face Polt in the losers match, I think. And the same thing in his match against Sage. I think he looked like a pretty good player, but he just didn't win the match.
But let's talk about Polt now. He needed 2 match series wins to move on. He only could lose once since he was DQ'd against Hyun. He had to play against Sage and Revival, both very exciting series. My God, how can you characterize this guy?
Well, it's crazy. Polt is one of the most solid Terran players I've actually seen. He's always playing consistent top-level Terran.
The 2 players that will move on from this group are, of course, Hyun and Polt, first and second respectively. We look forward to looking on and seeing how Hyun does, and of course, the Season 2 champion Polt. Our last group that we had this week was Group C. Sen, Maxed, Gosu User, and Hwangsin. Who is that guy? And tell me how he did.
He didn't do too well. He got eliminated.
Okay, well, Gosu User, of course, played that day.
What happened to me is Protoss. I got Protoss in this series, I think. I tried some builds that I thought would work. They didn't end up working out as I'd expected. And Max said he just played better than me in the end.
Yeah.
He had some incredibly solid army positioning in some of the fights that even with what I thought could turn into a good engagement, didn't work out at all.
Well, Max said, of course, advanced on with Sen. Now, let's talk a little bit about Sen, the Taiwanese superstar. This guy is known to crush every single foreigner that's ever existed in every tournament. As soon as he meets up against a Korean, though, he flounders. Is this going to be Sen's tournament? Is this the chance that we're going to see Sen advance on into the high stages of Premier League?
Well, I'd love it to be as a fellow Zerg player, but I'm going to say it's not going to be. In the past, Sen has been one of our strongest foreigners, but I think he looks weaker.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit worried, honestly. We don't know what Sen has been doing. He doesn't participate in a lot of tournaments, but he is over here in WCS America, so it's going to be really cool to see him. Max said, though, the Chinese superstar opposite to Jim, very similar styles. Almost feels like the Jim protege.
I assume his fellow Protoss Jim is just going to be helping him prepare, as Jim didn't qualify for the round of 16. So it'll be interesting to see what Maxed has in store for us.
Well, that's going to wrap everything up for the weekly recap, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in. To check out all the VODs, go over to YouTube, youtube.com/WCS StarCraft. You can also check out the portal page, starcraft2.com/WCS. But that's going to do it from everybody here at the NASL studio. Hope you guys enjoy and tune in to more of our broadcast. We'll see you next time.